welcome back. Okay, so this is class number 2 of the Beginners Kickboxing program to help you get started into the wonderful world of martial arts. As I said before, my name is Dan Woodruff. Welcome back. Let's get started on to class number 2. Hi. Okay, so what we're working on today is we're working on different kind of punches. We're going to work through our jabs, our reverse punches. We're going to learn hook punches today. We're also going to learn turning kicks as well. If you have skipped on to class number 2, number 1, you're very naughty. Go back to number 1 and watch number 1. Otherwise, number 2 will not make sense. Okay, so let's start our class off. So remember what we do first of all. We do our bow. So feet together. And let's work through our bow. Good. Remember why we bow? Bow to show respect. I can imagine if you're 7 years old, you're shouting it at the telly. Respect down. Okay, let's get our body nice and warmed up. So let's get bounced on the spot. Let's shake our arms loose. Hopefully you've had at least a day's break, maybe 2 days in between since starting. But you could just be binge watching. You could imagine this is on Netflix and you're just watching everything. Okay, let's take those knees up then. Let's get these bodies pumping, get this heart rate up. When our heart rate up, our blood pumps around our body a little bit more. Beautiful. Let's go straight to our start jumps. Straight away, then we're going to go into our T jumps next. So I'm going to challenge you today to get that coordination. 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shake it loose. Okay, let's go. Feet together, arms out. So we're going for the T jump. Remember, we're going legs out, arms in, and then reverse. Okay, let's go for it. Let's go. So arms in, legs out. Challenge is on this time for the coordination. Let's get it building it. Even if it's no good, when we challenge it, it's going to get better. 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's get into butt kicks again. Let's get those heels up. Let's get these arms moving as well. Let's think about how awesome we're going to be today. Our mind says everything. Whatever we think, we do. What the mind believes, the body achieves. So let's get that brain in gear so we can get our bodies even more awesome than ever before. Let's take those knees up 5 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shake it loose. Good. Okay, let's do some of our twists. We're going to twist it left and right. Okay, we're going to introduce some exercises today as well. But no, Dan, not exercises. Yeah, exercises. Why do we have exercises? To make our body stronger. Let's take it up and over the sides. Remember, keep our shoulders above hips. Hips above knees. Take it up and over. Good, good, good. 3 more. 1, 2. Give it a bit of a squeeze down. 3. Okay, what we're going to do now is we're going to do some knee squeezes. So I'll show you from the side. So I'm going to bring my knee up. Give it a squeeze in and then switch. Knee up. Squeeze and then switch. Knee up. Squeeze and then shift. Yep, squeeze, good. Now I'm going to bring my knee up and take my knee out to the side. Knee up and out. You can practice keep these hands up as well. It's always good when we keep this good guard position. That's good. Knee up and out. Knee up and out. 1 more. Knee up and out. Good. Back into star jumps. Let's get this body loosened up a little bit more. 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Okay, this time what we're going to do is switch feet. So I have my, in fact, if you go into your stance, what I want you to imagine is that you're going to switch. So you can jump and switch stance. Good. We haven't done stance switches yet, so don't worry too much about arm position. Let's just try and find a rhythm. So what you try and do is switch. So we're going to switch in our feet forwards and backwards. That's good. Again, if you can't get it start off with, if our feet are all over the shop, that's okay. Break it down. 1 forwards and backwards. Imagine that box. So imagine you've got a square around your feet. We're going to jump and just switch corners. We're going to keep our elbows in and hands up. We're going to find that rhythm again and just build it up. That's it. Let the arms move with the hips. 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, and shake it loose. Good. Okay, so let's get on with some exercises. Okay, welcome back. So, exercise we're going to do first of all, these are called tuck jumps. Because we're going to jump and we're going to tuck. It ain't rocket science, folks. So these are all about increasing and building explosive leg strength. Not just leg strength where we can push a car, but one where we can jump over a car. So what we're going to do is, most important thing here is land light. Remember, we're going to start off low. This is down to you. If you guys have not done any exercise for a while, let's start low and slow, and then we can build it up. Remember, Always lay solid foundations to build a solid skyscraper. So what we're going to do, we're going to jump up, and I'm going to aim to tuck my knees up towards my chest. Okay, I'll show you a big one, and then we'll just break it down. So I'm going to jump up, and then back down again, okay? That's what we're aiming for. So if you get to this level, if that's all you can do, man, that's awesome. Give someone a high five. In fact, find the cat, give it a high five, maybe a tummy rub, who knows? Or maybe a dreamy. Cats love dreamies. Hi cat, have a dreamy. Gonna love you. Okay, so what I'm gonna practice, just practice, have a go, just jumping up, tucking those knees up. Remember, the most important thing is to land light. Particularly kids, if you're watching this and you're doing it upstairs, you don't want your mum or dad to come upstairs and go, holy wow, is there an elephant up here? No, it's just me, because Dan's teaching me tuck jumps. So let's have a go. We're gonna do 5 together. So we're gonna have a bit of a bounce. Each time I count, we're gonna do 1 together. Ready? 1, let's jump up. Good, and again, 2, 3, 2 more, 4, and 1 more, 5. Good. So that, ladies and gentlemen, is a tuck jump. Okay, so now what we're going to focus on is what's called a shoulder tag. So this is all about increasing our chest strength, our core strength, and work on our shoulders and hand speed as well. So for this exercise, we're going to be in a push-up position. So we're going to be like this. So this is the kind of position, except we're going to be on the floor, but I'll show you it on the floor in a second. So I want you to get the idea of this first. Then from here, what we will do is touch one shoulder, opposite. So it's going to go opposite, opposite. That's all it's going to be. Dead simple. Okay, but this is the position. This is not what we're doing. This is not like a you're under arrest shoulder tag. So position is going to be my hands are going to be right in front of my shoulders, here and here. So I'm going to touch your shoulder and then down, touch shoulder. Just practice this. We're going to practice in the air before we do it on the floor. Okay? Simples! Let's get doing it. So from this position, you can see I am trying to keep straight as I can. I don't want to have my butt in the air. I don't want to be down below. I want to keep straight as I can. From here, touch your shoulder, touch your shoulder. You can see my hips aren't wobbling. So from this side, touch shoulder, touch shoulder. Now I want to put my hands up above my head, but my hands underneath shoulders. Touch 1, 2. Let's try 10 together. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Challenge time. This time, you're going to do 10 as quick as you can. So in position, 10 as quick as you can. Ready? Go! So that exercise is called a shoulder tag. All about increasing chest strength, arm strength, shoulder strength. Really important, remember, hands underneath shoulders. Okay, that's some exercises done. Let's get on with today's lesson. So, to start off with, we're going to recap on lesson number 1. So lesson number 1 was our stance and was working through our jab and reverse punch. So, let's jump into our stance. So feet together, bow. Jump into your stance, ready, stance up. Good, okay, so let's just practice those jabs. Remember, recap, arm out, nose height. We want to use, not just our arm, we want to use hips. We want to let the front leg move, and we want to lean slightly into that punch, push everything forwards. Let's try 10 together. My count. First 5 medium speed, last 5 quick speed. Ready? 1. Good. Don't worry too much about speed, think more about technique. 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. 5 more fast. Ready? 1 to 5 is going to be fast. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wicked! Give the ball a high five. Awesome. So let's practice our reverse punch. So remember, this is using my back arm, straight arm, hip twist, twist my foot, let my body move forward slightly to drive all that power forwards. Let's try 10 together. First 5 medium speed, last 5 fast speed. Remember, work on the technique, not just the arm, get the whole body moving. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good, last 5 fast, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Awesome! Wicked. Okay, so what we're going to do now, we're going to actually switch our stance and we're going to practice off the other side. Okay, just in case we don't manage to get this left leg forward, if we're in trouble, boom, we end up with our right leg forward. We need to make sure that we can punch off both sides. So, jump into your stance. Okay, now we're going to swap our stance. So you can see I've got left leg forward. What I'm going to do, I'm going to jump my body. Remember those stance switches we did at the start? I'm going to jump and swap to having my right leg forward. Okay, so swap back again. Let's try that again. So jump and switch feet. So I've got left forward, right back. Remember, feet distance apart and in length. It's got to be exactly the same. So when I jump, that distance has to be the same except mirrored. So elbows in, hands up, ready, swap stance. Good, okay, so now our right arm is in front. So this is the one now we're going to practice our jab with. Now this might feel a little bit weird, however, let's go with it, let's develop it as well. It's really going to help with our coordination and our focus as well. So usually when we're teaching, we find that when people are here and people are learning in class, people have a dominant side, but it's very important that we work both sides. That way we're training both sides of our brain to increase one whole brain power. So we've got that right leg forward, elbows in, hands up. So remember, we should keep so this position on the side, elbows in, hands up, chin down. So we're going to practice this time using our right arm. Again, arm, hips, foot twist, push forwards. Let's put it all together. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Good. 4, 5. Awesome. Let's try 5 a little bit faster. Maybe not as quick as the other side, but let's add a little bit more pizzazz to it. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wicked. Okay, this time let's practice our left arm reverse punch. Now this one might feel a little bit like weird, but let's first of all, let's check our feet. Are my feet in the right position? If they're not, then I can't use my hips. Remember, I'm using the arm, I'm using the hips, I'm letting this back leg, I'm letting it twist forwards, and I'm driving everything forwards, okay? Let's work through 10. 5 medium, 5 a little bit faster. Ready? 1, 2, looking awesome. 3, let it drive forwards. 4, straight from our guard, straight back to our guard. 1 more. 5, wicked, let's add a bit more pizzazz in there. Ready? 6, 7, that's good, a little bit faster. 8, 9, 10. Wicked, okay, good. Now, let's jump up and swap our stance back to have that left leg forward. So swap stance. Awesome. So let's work through a new punch. So this is called a hook punch. Again, comes from classic boxing. So hook punch, we can do it off our front arm or we can do it off our rear arm. So the thing that I want you to get here is that it's not all about just like slogging, okay? This is what we call a Friday night special, because Friday night people are like, "Ugh." Okay, remember, we are training ourselves to be better than that. So it's all about the technique. And I'll give you a little secret here. Dan's secret recipe for power. Okay, power doesn't just come from muscular strength. Power comes from the technique that we use and the speed that we put it in. Okay, now a lot of people think like, if they're built like a truck, would you want to get run over by a truck? Would I want to get run over by a truck at 20 miles an hour? Probably not. Would I rather get run over by a Mini? Well, yeah, because a Mini's only tiny. However, what if that Mini was doing 80 miles an hour? I reckon that'd be pretty bad news. So that's the kind of mentality we have to use, is that it doesn't matter how small we are, it's about the power and the energy that we can create as well. And this comes all from the technique. So let's begin. So from my guidance stance, what I want to do is a hook punch aims for the side of the head, okay? Ideally the jaw or kind of just cheekbone. This is the kind of area that we're doing here. So when I punch, this is the area that I'm looking at. So first secret recipe is think of a clock face. We have a clock here from 12 o'clock to 6 o'clock. Our hand wants to start, I'm not sure which way you're looking at this. This might be 11 o'clock. So my hand wants to, in fact, no, 10 o'clock. So it's going to start at 10 o'clock, it's going to finish at 2 o'clock. Okay, if I've got that wrong, it's going to start at 2 and finish at 10. I don't know. So, problems of looking at a camera backwards. So that's where he wants to hit. So he wants to start here and finish here. Okay, he doesn't want to finish it off over here, and he definitely doesn't want to start at like 6:30. So he wants to start here, hit, and then when it gets to here is when I start to retract it. So again, the recipes from our power punches of using my hips, using that front leg, and leaning into the punch, that's all going to go into it as well. Now, some people do punch with their knuckles up, purely down to you. Traditional boxers use hand over. The most important part is to make sure that we've got our wrist straight. Okay, so you can see from this position here, if I hook punch but bend my wrist, what happens is when I hit, all that energy goes into my wrist here. Then my wrist goes pow, and it's going to explode with multicolored sparks, and that's very, very bad. So I want to make sure whichever punch I'm doing, so if my hand is up or my hand is over, my wrist here is straight. I don't want it to be, same on our jab, I don't want to be punching my wrist here, because then it's just going to fold over, and then elephants will go everywhere. I don't know. So, when a hook punch, straight from the side, this position here, so when a hook punch, it starts at 10 o'clock, hits at 12, finishes at 2, and then comes back again, okay? Or if you're watching the correct clock face, I don't know, it could start at 2 o'clock, hit at 12, when it gets to 10, that's the time to bring it back to my guy, because I don't want to slug it, because if I miss, someone's going to come along with a big I don't know, piece of spaghetti and stick it on your face. That's going to be bad. So we want to hit and then come back again. So the idea is I'll bring my elbow up and my hand is coming up at that 2 o'clock position. It's going to hit at 12. When it gets to 10, that's the time I need to make sure that it comes back home to protect the home gate. Okay, so it's up, hit, and then back. So just a short movement, up and through. So it's important that I bring the arm up. So this is where it starts. Can you imagine? This is where it's going to hit. So as it comes up here, this isn't going to generate a lot of power. But use my hips really is going to put that power in. Power. So remember, power comes from those hips. These are your power generators. And when we get the technique right, and we splat a load of speed on top, that's where we're going to generate power as well. Okay? Because I might have perfect technique, but if there's no speed to it, there's no point. But if I just do this, with no technique, no point. I've got to add technique plus speed. Okay, but speed, remember, comes on top. It's like a cake. If you don't bake the cake, you can't put the icing on top. So we're all about building that foundation. This is a really cool thing that I want to get from this course. This is building foundations. This is not going to make you a black belt overnight. So if I told you that, I'd be completely lying out of my pants. This is all about giving the foundation to become a black belt. Okay, so let's try. So we're going to use our left arm. So left arm in front. In fact, let's get started. Feet together. Let's jump into our stance. Ready? Stance up. Boom. Hook punch. This is what we're working on. So I'm going to bring that arm up at 2 o'clock. I'm going to push through my hips, and then come back again. Let's practice 10. I'm talking too much. Dan talks loads. Let's get started. Okay, ready? 1. Up and then through. 2. Good. 3, think of that window. 4, it's going to come up 2 o'clock, come back at 10. 5, 6, good. 7, 8, 9, 10. Good, okay. Now a couple of tips, check your elbow. Okay, some people bring your elbow up too high, and it's like they're flapping a wet fish off someone's head. Some people leave their elbow too low, and then they're going to be punching with their knuckles, and again, this makes your hand go, and that's not what we want. So we've got to make sure that our elbow is up the same line as the hand. So this is, imagine this is where all the magnificence is going to come from. We're loading it into the elbow, and magnificent comes out through the first 2 knuckles. That's the motion we want to go through. So see where my elbow is, up, and then through. Let's practice 10 more. Let's add a little bit more speed on there. We've built a bit of cake. Let's put a little bit of cream and cheese on top. Ready? 1, 2, where's the elbow? 3, 4, nice. 5, make sure. Let's check our feet. Make sure if we haven't got this hip distance, it's no good. 5 more. 6, good. 7, it's faster. 8, 9, 10. Wicked! Give someone a high five. Okay, so let's practice our rear arm hook. So, obviously that's our front arm hook. Arm at the front, not rocket science. So let's practice this time our rear hook. So we're going to be using our left arm for this one. No, right arm. Right arm for this one. Dan got it wrong. Bad Dan. Okay, so again, this window of 10 o'clock, 2 o'clock, this is what we're using. So my elbow comes up and my hand is here to drive through. When it gets to that 10 o'clock position, boom, this is when it comes back again. So it's through and then back. Through and then back. And bring my elbow up and arm up. And I'm making, see this L shape? It's like you're showing the boys or girls your biceps. Hi. Or doing a Popeye impression. You probably wouldn't understand Popeye, bless you. So bring the arm up, driving through. Look at the way my hips are moving. That's what we want to do. Lots of hips. Beautiful hips. Okay, so arm up, drive through, and then back. Let's try 10. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Bring the elbow up. 4. Good. 5. We're rocking already, team. 6, 7. Check those feet. 8. Good. 9, 10. Awesome. Now let's put the two together. So for each one count, we're going to do front arm, rear arm. Front arm, rear arm. So I'm going to challenge your technical ability of using those hips and not like trying to swat flies. Damn you flies, summer is coming. So we want to do front, rear, straight away. One count, 2 punches, let's get it done. Ready? 1, front, rear, 2. That's it. 3. The more we use our body. 4. The more it sets up the next punch. 5. Good. 6. 7. 8. 9. Last one, best one. 10. Yeah, high five. Wicked. So, those are our hook punches. So using our front arm and using our back arm. Making sure that we're using the power from our hips. Remember, technique plus speed equals power, along with awesomeness. Be awesome. Okay, let's get a leg stretch and let's go on to some new kicks today as well. Hi, flexibility time. So let's get these legs stretched. So let's jump into our stance. Ready, stance up. Good, okay, so the leg stretch that we started yesterday, bringing our leg up towards the front. Let's work through those again. Remember, you've got to keep that leg as straight as possible. We don't want it bending, hands. We want to keep it straight. All the time, we're going to keep our guards up. Okay, so let's work through 10. So we've got our left leg forward. Let's practice with that right leg first. Ready? 1. 1 low, 10 high. 2. Remember, keep it low, start off with 3. 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, keep those guards up, 9, then one more, 10, sweet, okay, let's swap our stance, so we're going to swap stances in today, so guards up, let's practice with that left leg, ready, 1, 2, 3, good, 4, keep it straight, 5, straight up, straight down, 6, control it the whole time, 7, 8, good, 9, one more, 10, awesome, good. Now let's remember, body forwards, take it up to sides. What we're going to do first though, check for cats, check for crockery, check there's nothing around. So guards up, let's start off with our right leg again. Remember, leg up to side, body forwards, ready, 1, 2, 3, 4, that's good. 5, toes up, 6, 7, 8, 9, one more, 10. Good, okay, shake and loose. I'm feeling more flexible today. Winner. Okay, other side, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, that's good. 5, 6, 7, keep that leg straight. 8, where's those hands? 9, 10. Good, and shake and loose. Okay, wicked. So, let's get on with a new leg stretch. So, those leg stretches are very often used to work on what we call forward flexibility. So this time we're going to work on sideways flexibility. So this is the kind of flexibility, the older you get, the less you have. Okay, because very often these muscles, like our quads and our hamstrings, these are stronger because as humans we walk forwards and we run and we do all that kind of stuff and we jump. However, sideways flexibilities work on this flexibility with our leg over on the side. Now this is a lot harder to develop because these muscles are what's called our adductors and abductors are very often less strongly developed Because we're not crabs, we don't walk around like this, do we? Hi, how you all doing? Okay, and we don't run like this. Or you could do, you just look a little bit silly doing it. So these muscles are naturally less developed, so don't expect your leg to go as high to the side as it does when it's going up to the front or when you're bringing your toes up to the side as well. So the key for this, you have to be really strict on yourself. Now a lot of people, when they come in here, we have to retrain bad habits because people are trying to get that leg up higher, then they're trying to get it higher quicker. It's like the dark side in Star Wars. It's quicker and faster, but it's not necessarily better. So what we need to make sure is, now there's a couple of secrets on this one. Number one, I'll show you from the side, is instead of me standing straight up to the front, okay, I'm going to lean forward slightly. So if you've got something like the large dog, or you have a child, or you've got your settee, or you've got your cushion surface, that's a great thing to hold on to. So if you want to hold on to something, bonza, winner. Now what we're going to do is make sure that our foot stays on the side. Okay, so I'm bringing my foot up this way. Okay, I don't want my toes up because we've just done that one. So I'm going to keep my foot right over on the side. So if you put your arm up, you can feel it's working here. As soon as you turn it over, all of a sudden, you can feel those muscles on the side. Exactly the same for us. So you can see where it's right down my leg, instructor. That's where I'm lifting from, okay? So I'm not trying to lift from my foot. I'm going to lift up from the side of my leg. And I want to make sure my hips are pushed backwards. Okay, so from here, this is where I'm going to lift. So my leg is coming up with my foot on the side. So from this side, as I stick my butt cheeks backwards, bing, okay, imagine that I'm holding on to something, and my foot stays as parallel with the floor as I can. I haven't said the word parallel for a long time. It's a great word. So I'm going to keep that foot on the side here as I lift it up, making sure that my toes don't go higher and my heel doesn't go higher. Okay, I'm making sure that my foot is trying to stay as horizontal as possible. Okay, like I said, if you do keep your body upright, what happens is you physically can't lift your body up any higher because you're trying to pull your leg out your hip. That's not very good for you. So we've got to make sure it's butt cheeks back, pow. Imagine that you're leaning on something. If you can lean on something, absolutely bonza. If you can't, don't worry about it. Just be really strict with yourselves on these. We're going to start off one is going to be low. Each time we do it, it's not rocket science. See, this is a course for amazing people just like you. We've got to make sure that foot gets a little bit higher. So, butt cheeks back, lean forwards. You've got something to hold on to. Awesome. Let's go through 10 together. Ready? 1, 2. Little secret. This foot, if I keep my foot that way, I'm turning my hips in on themselves, which means I can't lift the leg up. Okay, so this foot, I'm going to turn it out slightly. So it's almost like it's facing the opposite way than what I'm doing. That's going to be a key secret to our new kick that we're going to do shortly. So I'll shut up talking. Let's go from 3. Ready? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. One more. 10. Good. Okay, let's work with the other leg. Okay, so this is your right leg. So this one should be a little bit better. This is my left leg. It's not as good, but that's okay. So let's let that foot turn. Hips forwards and out. Grab on someone if you can. Let's work with the left leg. Ready? 1. Right leg. My left, your right. Old man down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. One more. 10. Good. You might notice that's my left leg. It's not as naturally developed as my other leg. Right leg. Reason being is I kick lots off my right leg, not as much as my left leg. Naughty Dan. You guys need to make sure that both sides are developed. This is why we teach you to switch stance, work with different punches and different sides. We're going to do the same today with kicks as well, okay? Now, if you're not as flexible as me, that's okay. You see, I'm not massively flexible. I'm not someone who can get my legs straight up there, but I can still kick to the best of my ability as well. So it's really important that you constantly work on your flexibility. Don't worry about like, oh, what if someone else can get their leg higher than me? So when we have people training here, we help them to understand is the only person that you're in competition with is the best version of you. So if you can constantly do better, you're constantly getting better, that's a win for us as well. So that's the same mentality that we want you to have as well. So if you're not very flexible that way, don't worry. That will come with the more that you train, the more we practice, and the more strength we build in these legs as well. So let's get started with these new kicks. Okay, so let's practice. Let's have a quick recap of those front kicks, and then we can work today on our round kicks or turning kicks, or mawashigari, if you want to say it in Japanese. Down to you. Okay, so let's go. Feet together, let's jump into a stance. Ready, stance up. Boom. So let's practice that front kick. So remember, we're bringing that knee up, kicking straight out, bending it, and then back down. Secret. Stance, it always comes from this stance. Okay, guards up, let's go for it. So we're using left leg forward, kicking with our right leg. Guards up, ready, 1, we're straight in there. 2, that's it, 3, 4, knowledge should be coming flying back. 5, good, 5 more, ready, faster, 1, good, 2, 3, 4, 1 more, 5, wicked, give yourself a high five. Ooh, okay. So let's swap stance, and now let's try it off the other leg. So we've got left leg forward, let's jump and switch to the right leg, ready, swap stance. Awesome. Okay, so now we're using our left leg. Same again. Knee up, kick. Make sure we come back to this good stance again. Let's go for it, ready, 1, 2, 3, good, 4, that's it, 5, knee up and kick it out, keep those guards up, 6, 7, 8, wicked, looking good, 2 more faster, 9, 10, go, pow! Awesome. Okay, so let's get on with the turning kick. Wicked, welcome back. Okay, so I'm going to show you a turning kick, and then we're going to break it down on how to do it. So I'm going to kick with the leg at the front of my body. So I'm going to go eyes forwards, kick, and then back down again. Okay, so one more. Kick, and then down. So, let's break down the mechanics. Whew. Oh, getting tired. So, the turning kick. This time, instead of kicking with the bottom of our foot, this time I'm actually going to kick with the top of my foot. Okay, when you get experience, we get to kick with our shins. Okay, but that's for another day. We're going to kick with the top of the foot. So this time, instead of putting my feet backwards as I kick, this time I'm going to point the whole of my foot forwards. So I'm going to kick with the top of that foot. Not my toes, toes blow up again, but we're going to kick with the top of that foot. So the mechanics of it. So this time I'm going to show you, I'm going to show you from the side. So, here's my stance. So I've got my left leg forwards, facing forwards. Again, check surroundings. Secret to this one is, we're going to do it, break it down in a couple of steps. First secret is with the foot. Remember this stretch that we did here? This is why we're doing it, because this is the range of motion we're now going to use for the kick. So, my foot that I'm not kicking with, so I'm facing this way, the foot I'm not kicking with is going to turn and face pretty much the opposite way, which is going to sound weird, and I said last time don't do it, but now I'm saying do it. Confusing stuff, but trust me, stick with it. So, next secret is I've got to lean my body backwards. Okay, if I turn my foot, and I lift this foot up, I'm going to fall over and look really stupid, whereas I want to look cool. So, turn that foot, so I've got to lean my weight now over this foot. Now this is the secret. If I don't put my body over there, it's going to fall over. But the secret, because I turn the foot, my weight now has something to lean over. If I kick this foot here and I lean back, I'm going to fall over again because I've got nothing to stop me. So that secret of turn that foot, now I've got something to lean over. Should make sense. So as I turn foot, so secret 1, turn foot. Secret 2, lean backwards. Now from here, I'm going to raise my front knee up, bent. Just like a dog having a wee. From there, I'm going to kick that leg out. So I'm going to lean, turn the foot, lean backwards. I'm still keeping my eyes facing forwards. I'm looking at you guys to see how awesome you are. I'm bringing that knee up, then from there, I'm going to kick it out, bend it, and then make sure it lands. Pow! Wide stance. So from this side, turn foot, lean, knee up, and then kick. And then it's back down again in this wide stance. If you don't get wide stance, you go into instant wobbly mode. Like Mr. Soft, if you're like me, you'll get that gag. Oh, Mr. Soft. So, from here, from this angle, number 1, turn foot. Number 2, lean back. 3, bring my knee up on the side. So you can see my knee is facing that way, my eyes that way, body facing that way. Really weird. So I'm going to turn my foot that way, point my knee that way, kick that way. It's confusing, man, but it's good. So turn foot, lean back, knee up, and then kick. After I kick, you can see I pull this leg back and then place it down. This is in case we want to do multiple kicks. It's really important I've got control over that leg as well. So from the sideways position again, turn foot, lean back, knee up, kick, and then back down again. Control it, and then place it down. Wicked. Let's try some then, team. So, let's go with left leg. I was thinking about doing right leg first, but no, let's do left leg. So we're going to do left leg forward first, because this is going to be wobbly leg, then we're going to go into awesome mode. So, guards up, we're going to try 10, okay? So, ready, 1. Good. 2. 3. 4. 5. Wicked. Let's try 5 more. A little bit faster. Ready? 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. Good. Nearly lost my balance, but I'll make sure good stance. Okay, so let's swap stance. So exactly the same. So now we've got our right leg forward. For most of you guys watching, you might be right side dominant, which means our right side is more developed. So you might find this side is a little bit easier. Let's find out. So we're going to do exactly the same motion. So we're going to turn that back foot. We're going to lean our body backwards, bring that knee up, kick, and then back down again. So you can see my left side isn't as good as my right side, but you're flipped, so you should be good on. You should be better on this side. In fact, you should be better than me on this side, I reckon. Let's find out. Okay, guards up. Ready. 1. So turn, lean, kick, and then down. 2. 3. 4. 5. Good. Okay, making sure. That was a bad kick from me. Do a better kick than me. Okay, making sure. Remember this stance, okay? Let's try 5 more. Ready? 1. Good. 2. 3. 4. 5. Good. Wicked team. Give yourself a high five. Oosh, oosh, oosh. Awesome. So that is our turning kick. Hi, okay, so let's do a combo. So what we're going to do is we're going to put this all together. So we're going to do a turning kick, then a jab, then a reverse punch. So from our left side forwards, get confused left and right, man, it's difficult. So we're going to have guards up. So the combo is, I'll show you from the side. So we're going to throw turning kick, jab, reverse punch. So we're going to put this together. And then we're going to add a hook punch on. That comes next. So let's take it in stages. So the secret is, remember, 3 steps to our turning kick. Turn foot, lean back, knee up, and kick. Make sure we land in that good wide stance. Then we're going to hit our jab, twist into our reverse punch. This is why it's really crucial to hit this footwork, so we make sure we're in the right position to hit that jab reverse punch. So from the side once again, it's turn, turn and kick, jab reverse punch. So you can see I slightly adjusted my feet because they didn't feel right for the punches. If you need to adjust feet to make sure they're in the right place so you can twist for those punches, beautiful. Let's do it, okay? So we're going to work through 5 one side, 5 the other side. Why should we do this side? Because it's as beautiful as this one. Woohoo! So let's give it a go. So elbows in, hands up. Let's work through 5. So turn and kick, jab reverse punch. Ready? 1. That's it. 2. 3. Good. 4. And 1 more. 5. Nice. Okay. Let's swap our stance. So we're going to do exactly the same again. So the lead leg turn and kick, then hit the jab, reverse punch. Let's go for it, ready? 1. Good, 2. 3. 4. One more, 5. Nice. Okay, let's close our hands together. Guys, wicked work, man. That was awesome. So, we've recapped over our jab reverse punch. We've recapped over our front kicks. We did them off both sides. We've done our hook punches. 10 o'clock, 2 o'clock. We've done our turning kicks off each side as well. That's awesome. Okay, what I'm going to do now is going to do a little gentle cool down and a couple of static stretches just to get rid of. When we train, we build up what's called lactic acid. So we're going to get rid of that. Okay, so nice and easy. Let's bounce, bounce, bounce. So tomorrow's class is going to be even more awesome. Or it could be tomorrow, it could be the next time in class. In fact, the next class is going to be even more awesome. Let's tuck these knees up a little bit. That's good, 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 good. Shuffle, we're going to take 1 foot forwards, 1 foot backwards. That's good, good, good. So this way we always cool our bodies down, take our feet out and together. Let's add a bit more coordination. So this time 1 in front, 1 behind. Take them out and then switch. So it's out, together, out, together. So find a little rhythm. That's good, nice, nice, nice. So we always cool our body down, shake it loose, take the knees up and out like we did at the start. So that way we get rid of the lactic acid, which is the stuff that makes our body go, ow, the next day when you wake up. So we're going to get rid of that. Okay, so what we're going to do from here, we're going to take our feet out, always drop your hands down until you feel it hurt, and then we're going to hold it there. If you don't feel like it hurt, drop your legs out a little bit more. You guys might be more flexible than me. My flexibility is not as great this way. 3 seconds, 2, 1. So this time we're going to walk our fingers over towards our right leg. We're going to hold 10 seconds. Make sure these legs stay straight. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Over to the other side. Walk them over, walk them over, walk them over. Hold it 10 seconds. Keep those legs straight, 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 straight. 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to center. Give it a little bit more of a squeeze down and then relax. Okay, walk your heels in, toes in. Heels in, toes. Heels, toes, heels, toes, heels, toes. That's it, shake them loose. Good, take your arms across your body. Wicked. Lots of punching today again. Awesome stuff. Take them up, take them down. Can smell your armpit as well. Woo, should be smelling good, man. Smelling like a rock star. Oosh. Shake them loose. Good, let's go feet together. And bow. Congratulations! That was class number 2. So, class number 3, tomorrow we're going to learn new punches. We're going to work on some uppercuts, another new kick. We're going to learn a side kick, which is one of my favourite kicks as well. So, guys, make sure we eat some good food. Good food is not stuff in packets. Packet stuff is usually bad. So, make sure we're feeding our body with the good stuff, okay? Make sure we're feeding our mind with good stuff as well. So, if you've got people who are negative to you, who are talking like, you can't do that, just go like, you know what? I can. What we think, we make happen. Make it happen. See you in class number 3.